Hi, I'm James. Welcome to Christian Concepts. Today, the topic is addictions. Just about everyone I know is addicted to something. People can be addicted to almost anything. There's obvious things like getting addicted to drugs, alcohol. Alcohol is a drug, but there's getting addicted to porn, getting addicted to work, getting addicted to money, getting addicted to Facebook, getting addicted to texting. That's what I would like to talk about today. Let's start out with a Bible verse, shall we? 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 13. No temptation has overtaken you that is not common to man. God is faithful, and he will not let you be tempted beyond your ability. But with the temptation, he will also provide the way of escape, that you may not be able to endure it. So let's start out talking about the big thing people think about when they think about addiction. Let's talk about drugs. Personally, I am on the belief that drugs are bad, but there are good drugs out there. Usually, if you get prescribed a drug, it's good. Usually. Not always, though. Sometimes people get prescribed painkillers and then they ended up getting addicted to them, and it's legal for them to be taking the painkillers, but it goes beyond. It's not about what is legal by our law, it goes beyond that, and it hinders their lifestyle. It brings them spiritually, mentally, physically. It degrades all three of those, and that's not good. That's not good at all. That being said, not all of my experiences with illegal drugs have been terrible. I don't mean my experiences like I've done them, I mean people I've met and talked to. There's plenty of people who, depending on where you live as well, think that marijuana has medical benefits. Go for it if that's what you think. And that's my opinion, at least. But the Bible never talks about marijuana. And the problem can be is that you can get addicted to it. And I know there's people who disagree because physically it's not an addiction, but mentally it's an addiction. And mental addictions are very serious. Very, very serious. And you have to be careful about that at all times because you can be mentally addicted to anything, like I've already said. So use caution. If you are doing something that is questionable, you probably shouldn't do it. But don't covet anything. Don't hold it to high esteem. Hold yourself to high esteem and hold God to high esteem. Don't think, oh, I need to drink my beer even if I'm not getting drunk. Like, don't covet what you have. Having one beer, there's no problem in that. Starting to get drunk, starting to get tipsy, that is a problem. 1 Peter 5:8 says, "Be sober-minded, be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour." And, when they say be sober-minded, that means have a clear mind. A lot of different drugs can, not give you a clear mind. Lack of sleep cannot give you a clear mind. If you're texting all the time and, like the studies they do with texting and driving, texting all the time is just as bad as being drunk driving, if not worse. And texting can be very useful, but people get addicted to it. I've heard of people being sleeping with a phone right next to them, and it wakes them up at night and they get bad sleep because of that. That isn't healthy. Even if you haven't gotten that far, you should always be judging yourself. Constantly evaluate, what is my current lifestyle? Is it bringing me closer to God or taking me away from God? Because these addictions will take you away from God. And to those people who sit on Facebook all day long, check it every half an hour or more, or whatever. Check it all day. You don't need to be doing that stuff. You need to free your mind from that and keep the peace. Keep yourself well balanced. If you watch, don't be addicted to TV or movies either. Watching a movie, it's fine. I mean, there's a lot of evil in movies these days. A lot of evil. Matthew 6:24 says, "No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and mammon." You gotta have God be your number one priority in life. If you think you're not, whatever you're doing in life, if you're doing it too much, it can take you away from God. And there's a lot of good things that become bad in excess. So you always need to be judging yourself and be aware of it. Let me know in the comment section if you've had experiences with this, if you know people about this, what things in your life are you struggling with? And if you have something that, maybe you're addicted to porn, like a lot of people are, and you want to stop it, but you're having trouble, pray for it over and over. Just keep on praying and be strong in your head. Go back to the Word of God. Just have strong self-esteem, strong self-control. Build your self-control by doing little things, and soon you'll be able to have bigger self-control, doing bigger and bigger things. You can do it. Nothing is beyond your capabilities. Good luck. I hope you enjoyed today's message. Have fun.